Welcome to Thoughts on the Market. I'm Chetanaya, Morgan Stanley's Chief Asia Economist. Along with my colleagues bringing you a variety of perspectives, today I'll discuss how higher US rates environment could affect Asia. It's Thursday, October 12th at 9 a.m. in Hong Kong. Real rates in the US have risen rapidly since mid-May and remain at elevated levels. Against this backdrop, investors are asking if Asian central banks will have to restart their rate hiking cycles. We think Asia should be less affected this time around, mainly because of the difference in inflation dynamics. As we've highlighted before on this show, when compared to the US, Asia's inflation challenge is not as intense. In fact, for 80% of the economies in the region, inflation is already back in the respective central bank's comfort zone. Real policy rates are already high, and so against this backdrop, we believe central banks will not have to hike. However, we do think that the central banks will delay cutting rates. Previously, we had expected that the first rate cut in the region could come in the fourth quarter of 2023, but now we believe that cuts will be delayed and only start in first quarter of 2024. So what can trigger renewed rate hikes across Asia? We think that central banks will respond if high US yields are accompanied by Brent crude oil prices rising in a sustained manner above $110 per barrel versus $85 today. Under this scenario, the region's macro stability indicators of inflation and current account balances could become stretched and currencies may face further weakness. In thinking about which central banks might face more pressures to hike, we consider three key factors: economies with lower yields at the starting point, economies running a current account deficit or just about a mild surplus, and the oil trade deficit. This suggests that economies like India, Korea, Philippines, and Thailand may be more exposed, and so this means that the central banks in these countries may be prompted to begin raising rates. In contrast, the economies of China and Taiwan are less exposed, and so their central banks would be able to stay put. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and share thoughts on the market with a friend or a colleague today.
The preceding content is informational only and based on information available when created. It is not an offer or solicitation, nor is it tax or legal advice. It does not consider your financial circumstances and objectives and may not be suitable for you.